Yo, what is up, sexy beast? Crazy Rabbit here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys the Python and the Remington new model army on round 50, and we're going to be seeing which weapon is the better weapon, so let's go ahead and get this shit started. So unupgraded, both these weapons have the exact same stats. They do the same amount of damage, they have the same amount of ammo, they have the same cup size. They're basically the exact same weapon. That's kind of why when you put one weapon in the fridge in Black Ops 2, so if like you put the Python in the fridge on Transit and then you try to get it out on Buried, that's why you're going to get the Remington new model army. Or if you have it upgraded to the Cobra, you're going to get the Sassafras. And that's why if you put the Remington new model army in the fridge thingy and Buried and you pull it out in the other map, that's why you get the Python, is because they basically do the same exact thing. Now when you actually pack a punch these bad boys, I think the Remington new model army is actually just a little bit better in damage. They hold the same amount of ammo, they have like the same amount of recoil, the same fire rate, everything is basically the same, but I think the Remington new model army is actually just a tad bit stronger. Now I can't be 100% certain because I don't have like the stats in front of me, but it does look like the Remington new model army is actually a little bit stronger. Because on round 50, the Python is not going to do anything. It'll get you like 1 or 2 kills, and that's if you're lucky. It's really not a great weapon to have on round 50, and that's such a shame too, because the Python is definitely one of my favorite weapons to have in Black Ops 1. I remember when I first got this weapon on round 50, I was like so shocked and just sad that this weapon wasn't working on round 50, because I had such high hopes for it, because I think I got done playing like Doris and I had the 357 Magnum on round 50 and I was using that. I was like, okay, you know, this kind of works. Now just imagine a faster fire rate and see how badass that's going to be. And then I used the Python on round 50 and I was like, oh, that's very disappointing. So on round 50, the Python is not going to really do much. I really wouldn't recommend it. On early rounds, it's definitely a beast. It's a great weapon to have, but on high rounds, it really doesn't do much, even when you get farther away. So if you guys didn't know, I think the farther away you are with the Python, the more damage it does. So if you're up close and personal, it's going to do some damage, but I think the farther away you are, I think the more damage it actually does, if I remember that correctly. So if you get like medium range distance, I think that's your best shot with the Python. But even though on round 50, it's going to take you a lot of shots to actually get a kill. Now, the Remington new model army, on the other hand, is actually a really good weapon to have on round 50. It's not the best, it's not the worst, but it's above average. And it's going to get you some kills. Now, this all could be because of Double Tap 2.0, but I also think the Remington new model army upgraded to the Sassafras is actually stronger than the Cobra, because you actually get a lot more kills than I actually expected, because I went into this thinking that these weapons have the exact same stats. So I'll just kill a couple more zombies than I did with the Cobra, nothing much, just because I'm using Double Tap 2.0, but I actually was surprised at how good the Remington new model army was on round 50. It's not up there like the SVU, the Vesper, the Draken, or the Thompson or anything like that, but it's definitely not like the Car 98 or the PM63 or the Spectre. It's nothing like that. I would say it's above average, and if I had to rate it on a scale from the Car 98 to the SVU, that being a 1 in 10 scale, I would probably say it's like a 6 or a 7. It's not going to be average to where you're going to get like max 5 kills, but it's not going to be taking out entire trains of 24. So if you use the Remington new model army right on round 50, you get them all lined up in one straight line, aim for the head, you're going to be good. You're going to be able to get a lot of kills, especially if you have Volt Trade too, so you can just keep picking up more ammo. So both these weapons are really fun to use. When you pack a punch them, they're both great weapons. They have like no recoil, a fast fire rate, and they do a lot of damage, and they're very helpful to have on early rounds. If you need a weapon on early rounds to kill some zombies, so if like somebody else grabbed the ray gun or the wonder weapon, and you want a weapon to like protect you, I recommend these two weapons on early rounds. Now when you start to get up there, of course that sort of shifts over to the wonder weapons job and not really these weapons jobs. But on round 50, the Remington new model army is definitely the superior weapon. I think the Sassafras does more damage than the Cobra, and also you have the aid of Double Tap 2.0, which is of course going to help it kill a lot more zombies. So the winner is going to be the Remington new model army. So I'm very curious to know which weapon you guys prefer, not which one you think is better, which one do you guys prefer. And thank you guys so much for watching, and if you guys could, please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Peace.